And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are streaming live. This is the 2016 ECR podcast, episode 1. We are looking forward to bringing you guys a really good show. So, we had a little problem here behind the scenes. We got that fixed. Everything looks like a mess, but hey, we'll clean this up as we go. Big thing is about getting information out to all of our viewers. So, let me introduce you guys. We have the host.
All right.
Hell yeah. How's it going?
I've been waiting for this one, bud.
It's gonna be a blast.
Yep.
It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
Man.
Getting excited.
This is gonna be a fun year.
Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up.
Man, the amount of work that everybody did this offseason from the last couple of races in 2015 to now, it was insane. It was insane. The recruiting effort that was put into this thing, everybody that was a part, all now 8 admins that we have at ECR, it was crazy. The level of drivers that we're starting to see now, everybody coming together, getting a little bit more used to driving with one another, and we're seeing crazy stuff happening on the track, like very high level of driving. And the other thing is that something that you normally don't see on a technically free league is that we're fully funded. Everybody that came in with that view of, you know what, I understand what these guys are trying to do. I understand what everybody's here for. I'm going to help make this thing the biggest, baddest, best league ever. And we're fully funded to every session, every practice race, every broadcast, every award session, everything. This is already, before the season even begins, we're good to go up until Homestead at the end of the year. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up to see what all these new guys can do. The amount of races that we're going to have, the side-by-side, the drafting, short track, mile and a half, trading pings, the whole thing is going to be insane. It's going to be an awesome year.
Oh, absolutely. So, we're having a few little issues. We'll get all these bugs worked out over time, first podcast. Anyways, let's get right into this thing. We got some new rules. ECR follows right off NASCAR. So, for instance, we've dropped down to 40 cars for the Cup Series, 40 cars for the Xfinity, and I think it's 30 or 32 for the trucks. You guys can back me up on that. But with the Truck Series NASCAR, they've implemented this 20-minute clock. So every 20 minutes, if there's not a caution, there will be one. It's one of them things where you like it, you don't like it, we have to race with it. I love the fact that ECR follows right with NASCAR. I mean, we just have to deal with it as drivers. I mean, Nick, what do you think about that?
Well, anybody that knows me knows I absolutely find this caution clock to be absolutely asinine and ridiculous. Just my personal opinion. I don't like it. Never probably will. But we do have to live with it. And I think could see some better racing because of it. I hate to see green flag runs and the possibility of those full green flag races go away. But you could get some better racing out of it, and I could see where it was viewed as maybe a good idea. Personally, I don't like it, but could end up working out in favor of competition.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Hey, wake up.
Well, you know, we're still dealing with some issues, I guess, my mic and whatever, but anyways.
It's good now, I think.
Okay, well, that's good.
Tell what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. So, ECR has implemented some new caution, or some new rules as well, because we can't do exactly like iRacing, but we try and follow it, or I'm sorry, not iRacing, but NASCAR, but we try and follow as best as possible. But some of the things that we've done to try and clean up this year, you know, we do have race controllers, and they're watching. We also have practice races. You have an EOL, which basically you spin out. You know, they're on top of this thing where if you cause too many EOLs, you're going to have issues with the admins. You're going to be in practice races trying to improve, you know, what you're doing. I mean, this league is very good. They do a lot of green flag runs. If you're just kind of like not up to par, they will work with you, but you also have to be responsible enough to like make sure you're holding your line, you're not causing issues and such like that. So there's some new rules along with that this year too. I mean, you know, Mike, what do you think about those rules where you have to put in the practice, you know, the extra practice and this and that, and if you're not cutting it, you will get a DQ, and you could even be missing a race, you know, the following week, depending on how many you cause. I mean, do you think that that's too tough, or do you think that that's right on par to keep this league a green flag league? I mean, one of the top-notch reasons of why this place is so good.
No, man, I think it's right on target. I mean, like you said, they give you plenty of opportunities, and they try to work with you, and they try to help with you to get you going. Now, there's some guys that don't have time to go practice. You go out there and your setup's not exactly, or the weather's different, or something with the car, and you can't hold your line on the first lap. You wreck the whole field. Well, there goes everybody's race. They have these practices for Cup, Truck, and Xfinity. Practice races, not just a practice session. They have practice races with the whole nine, just like you're running the race on race day. You go out there and you run. You see how your car feels when the tires are warm. You're in traffic. You know, they give you plenty of opportunity. Now, if you come in on race day and you miss those opportunities to practice and see how your car feels, that's your own fault. You know, I am totally on target or agree with them on doing that, and it does. It makes for some better racing. And you don't practice. You don't run them laps that you need. You start at the back where you're not causing an issue with everybody if you're starting up front or whatever. But I'm absolutely 100% in agreement with it, and that's what makes it so good.
Absolutely. You know, they want nothing but the best out of the league, their drivers and everything. And nobody can fault a league that wants, you know, the best. And they're not afraid to, like, tell you how it is. But at the same time, they're not afraid to work with you and help you. And that's what I love. This is truly more of a family atmosphere. It's like having a big brother or having a younger brother. You know, sometimes big brother just has to come down and smack you. But then he's not afraid to give you a hug and say, look, bro, it's okay. Let's work on it together. And I love that. If this is a family, ECR family. So moving on, right on through this podcast already, we need to talk about the duels. And actually, our special guest has been really fast at Daytona, so I cannot wait to get with him. Duel number one for qualifying was odd numbers. And Brian Willison, who has been fast at the end of this last year, was fast again in Duel 1. But he did not pull it out. It was a late race pass by Michael Leiby, who runs for Brian Willison. It was impressive. What do you think, Nick? I mean, that was just absolutely amazing.
Well, I'd love to really elaborate on it, but truthfully, I didn't get to see it. I was myself in Duel 2. So from what I heard, it was an amazing finish and great racing. Would have loved to have seen it, but because of the way ECR works, we had both duels going on at the same time, and I can't tell you about it. I really can't.
Okay, so what happened was there was kind of a late scramble. He made a late race pass and then had to block a few people, and it was impressive. I mean, so Michael Ibe is your winner for duel number 1. He will be starting row 2, and Brian Wilderson, who did get the pole, he will be starting pole. He did not wreck his car. In ECR, even if you are on the front row, first or second, and you damage your car and you cannot finish that race, it's no different than NASCAR. You're going to a backup car, you're starting in the back. So he maintained staying out of the wrecks. He just kind of let it go so he can start up front. So good for him. Let's move right on to Duel 2. I was a part of Duel 2. Luis, you were a part of Duel 2. So were you. Nick, Kenner, you were Duel 1, I'm pretty sure, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in the back, so nobody saw me. Thanks for bringing that up.
Hey, no problem. You're back there with Gross Close, weren't you?
Well, I don't talk about that guy either.
So
Actually, yeah, we were in that duel, and there was a big wreck, wasn't there?
yeah, there was a big wreck.
I was in 7th, and man, I can't remember who was pushing me. I thought it was Wilderson though that was pushing me, but we were coming
He
off.
was for a while. Yeah, he was for a while.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know on the last lap, coming off of turn 4, coming down the backstretch, coming off of turn 4, I was in 7th, and I crossed the line 4th because of that that wreck that happened.
Yeah. Well, you're starting row 5, so good job to you for getting back up there past that big wreck. So congrats on that. Let's move right on Duel 2. Luis, we watched you in the iRace for Awareness how fast you were in the daytime. Then we move over to the Unlimited for ECR at night. Fast there too. I believe you won that, correct?
No, I finished 6th, but I was in the front pack for the majority of the race. Yeah.
All right. So then we go to the queue. You queue good. We go to Duel number 2 race. You made a last lap pass to go on and win, and you have absolutely asserted yourself as one of the fastest guys at Daytona.
Absolutely.
I mean, without question, daytime, nighttime, does not matter. You're one of the fastest guys. How do you feel? Well, first off, real quick, what did you think about that last lap pass you pulled to go on and win it?
In my view, it was pretty good. We also had a late wreck at the beginning of the last lap, so I made a move to the inside. We came back for almost 5 seconds behind a group of guys that were up front. We just formed a group, 5-6 guys, bunch everybody together, drafted the hell out of the cars, and just went ballistic. We were able to catch them with 4 or 5 to go, and we were able to make our way through. I did a move earlier than I thought it was the right time, because with that kind of a draft, the backstretch, the whole thing, I thought people might come back, but there was a door on the inside. I made my way from behind one car to the top side, then back to the bottom, and then I was lucky enough that a caution came out right at the right time. So pretty good momentum going into the 500. We still don't know the temps that we're going to see, the conditions, because we, like everything else, we follow NASCAR. So we need to wait until the real race on Sunday, if they actually do race on Sunday. We never know, to see the conditions that we're going to see, the track temperature and everything. Then we're going to emulate everything inside iRacing, and we'll see. I feel pretty comfortable with what we have for daytime, for the warm settings. Tires are going to be a key thing if you need to be able to basically manage those things. And if you are in the top 6, no matter the condition, you have a shot. So that was my game plan going in, and luckily that's what I got. And I was up for front with a position just to make a move. So we'll see. I prefer to be like this than sitting in the back not knowing what my car can do. So.
Right, absolutely. And right now I'm showing a picture of Brian Wildeson's
While I
car.
was sitting in that duel, I was on the opposite spectrum of the duel. I was sitting in the back. I was kind of riding it out, and it felt great to do that, honestly, just to be riding around, I guess. Just to be back at racing would be my real theory, is why it felt so good to just be riding around the back. But also, I don't like to be up in the field. You'll see me in the 500. I'll probably drop the Matthew Hibbs number 19 Napa Chevy to the back and fall off a little bit, and really just try to ride and stay out of trouble. And we got a great setup. I didn't have a great duel. I kind of wrecked it coming onto pit road, which I'm kind of embarrassed about doing. Really couldn't believe I did that. But
Rookie stripe, brother.
right. Yeah, rookie stripe for the veterans. 10-4. It was a rookie mistake is what it was. But it'll be fun to see how the differing strategies are going to play out in an actual Daytona 500.
Right.
Because we are running 200 laps. That is going to be awesome.
Absolutely. You know, and a lot of the guys here in ECR have ran a 500 in the NIS or maybe in another league or something, so they got some laps on it. You know, let me just touch on this. I'm showing Brian Wilson's car. He was the winner of Duel 1, even though you see, I guess he was the Limited 2. Let me go ahead and show you Luis's car. He ran the Nationwide, winner number 2. When we ran night, it was flat out. I mean, really, really fast, lots of grip. Now, when you were tucked up behind somebody for several laps, I'm talking 5-6 laps, at one point I was pushing Luis. I got hot. I had to pull out. I mean, there was no way I could keep pushing him. But we still had grip. I could go anywhere on the track, high, low, it didn't matter. And everybody else could too. I mean, really, really fast. The key to the Daytona 500 in ECR, on Sunday, when we run in the day, it's going to be hot. There's going to be way, way less grip. You're going to have to pull your tape way down. And what I noticed when we ran that practice was, after a few laps, you almost had to back up your corner entries. It was absolutely crazy. I don't think I've ever experienced this before, but in order to get that run, you were lifting, going in at the turn, putting it back on the floor, and then trying to keep it down, and it was just washing up. And then, unfortunately, I didn't get to finish that race, but I was watching, and I was studying other people, and I was just seeing them like, Kenner, you were fast in that day race, and so were you, Luis. I mean, I was watching you guys. I know everybody else in this league was, but the cool thing about this 500, we have a lot of laps, and I really don't think out of our 40 drivers we're going to go in there and wad them all up on the first or second. I could be wrong, but I mean, this is a great group, and we've proven time and time again that when it comes down to the actual race, what we're putting out there for people to watch, we can put on a hell of a good show. And I don't think anybody can argue with that.
No, absolutely. And you know what? Everybody's going to know it's 500 miles. I guarantee you, we might have a couple cautions here and there. Well, they do in real NASCAR too. You know, it's going to happen. Everybody's going to settle down. They're going to find their rhythm, and I guarantee you're going to see a hell of a race.
Absolutely. Now let's go ahead and skip on ahead here. I want to talk about these new guys that have came in. You know, when you bring new people into a league, you have people that are seasoned with that league. You have all those personalities. A lot of them have finally kind of meshed, and everybody kind of knows each other's style. When you bring in a couple new people, okay, but when you bring in 20 new people or more, that's a lot of new personalities meshing with each other, not to mention trying to mix in. I really commend our admins for when they bring these people in, I mean, it's up front, and everything is kind of gelled. You know, we've lost a few people along the way here in the off-season, but a lot of them have stayed, and a lot of them made their stamp that they're here to stay, and they really enjoy what they see. I just want to know from you guys kind of have a list of some of the newcomers. Give me a name or two, or three. I mean, we don't have to talk about every single one, because they'll show what they're about over the season, but give me like one or two names of somebody that you guys have noticed in this off season that you see whatever season or series they're going to be in, that they're going to be a factor. I just want to hear a couple names out there. Let's start with you, Luis.
Well, we drove around, especially in Daytona this past couple of weeks. I think we ran a practice race every single day, and we were able to see different guys in different styles and different cars, different situations, and you start to see those guys. They're fast everywhere, no matter the car. Guys that prefer like a fixed setup than to an open setup, prefer to run the back, then come up. From, like, I can say from the newbies that just joined ECR, there are a couple of names that not only from what we already know that they did inside iRacing and other leagues, official races, that they know their stuff. They came in knowing exactly what they need to do to finish races, finish up front, and win. So a couple of those guys that caught my eye during the off season, especially in Cup. You have guys of the caliber of like Mark Bratcher, of forgot his name.
Got you on the spot.
Sorry, Nelson. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Nelson Rivera, who is extremely fast, just like Mark. A guy that also caught my eye a lot because he was very fast. Both the B cars, the Cup cars in other series is Joshua Saucy. Really fast guy. Blake Freeman is another one that caught my eye. He was fast everywhere. Trucks, Xfinity, Cup. Give him a car, he can drive. Chris Steele is another guy that was running up front no matter the situation. So I see a lot of different guys. And I can keep going on and on and on because we had 10, 15, 20 different guys finishing top 3, top 4 in every practice race that we had. So.
Oh, absolutely. Kenner, I want to hear your opinion since you're a seasoned driver. Give me 2 guys that you think would be guys to look out for.
I will tell you this: I don't get the chance to run much.
All right, close the door, please.
Practice and everything is I'd like the practice races and things like that. But if there's broadcasts going on, of course the broadcasting guys have been kind of getting brushed up before the season starts too. I'll watch those when I have the time. And Tony DeGennaro, he's won. Libby, he won that dual race. Coming in. Blake Freeman, that's another name that Luis mentioned. I have to apologize to one rookie. That's Mark Bratcher, and he is fast. He's fast too. Every time he sees something. But we were starting our duel, and I got down into him, trying to get on my stupid chat on my YouTube channel. I got down into him, not paying attention, and gave him a little bit of damage. I tried to help him out, but that's one guy I've seen other places too. That's fast and up front. I'm pretty impressed with. We call them rookies. They are rookies in the ECR, but these guys, like Luis said, have been on, in these official races and stuff like that. They know what they're doing, and that's what's going to make them move that much quicker, But there's some guys that are threats.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Nick, give me 2 guys that have caught your eye since they've come in here over the off season.
Well, I got to start with one that's going to be my Cup teammate, and not running for the Cup Series. I don't believe he is. Mark Vega, he's been fast here recently. He's good setups under him, and it looks like whenever he's got the setup, he can really wheel the car when he needs to. But when he makes the mistake, he has the willingness to sit there and listen and learn and take in the information of maybe what he did wrong and what he could have done differently. And I think that's what's going to help him to be even better. I think by the end of the year, he's going to at least visit victory lane once. I really think that. I think he's got the talent. I think he's got the skill set. And another one that I got to mention is Ronald James. I've noticed has been quite forced to be reckoned with in the trucks, I guess would be a way to put it. I've seen him up front almost every time I've been in a room with him in the trucks, and it's going to be interesting to see what he can do in his Tundra. It'd be fun to see what everyone does this year. I personally, I don't want to pick Rookie of the Year. I can't.
Yeah, no, there's no way the field's stacked.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I love how you mentioned Mr. James, because or was it Donnie Hicks? Is that the same person? I'm pretty sure that is. No, wait. You said Ronald James, right?
Ronald James. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick Donnie James. I got him in the truck series. I saw him running some laps, and very consistent dude. And I said, you know what, dude, come drive for me, please. And he's like, and I'm like, man, I'll pay you. You know what I mean? But let me tell you this. Here's a couple of people I saw that caught my eye. Blake Freeman. We've been racing a couple of these races, and I know you guys mentioned him. I'm telling you, and I've said it on that ECR page, that dude we need to watch out for. He is fast. You know, here's a couple more people that I noticed. Nelson Riviera, Jesus, he's gonna be like, yeah, he's gonna be like, Schweiker, what are you doing? What are you butchering my name for? Hey, look at my name, Schweiker. You can't.
I forget his name. You say his name wrong, we're doomed.
Yeah, we're doomed. Whatever.
He's gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, for sure. His first EOL, he's gonna take it on purpose. Spun Schweiker out on purpose because he butchered my name. But anywho, so Nelson's fast. I like him. He's really good. He's got a very good knowledge about setups and how to drive these Cup cars. He is gonna be one to compete. I bet you. For that chase, for that championship. I really like that dude. I like James Dar coming in here. I also like Jack Griffey. I've seen that guy run up front in the Cup Series. I've seen him run up front. I thought I saw him in the Nationwide car. Don't get me wrong on that one. But you got some other guys like BJ Antonio coming in here. These guys are fast. I don't know where Anthony recruited or anybody else, but they are fast, and I am very excited about this season. One other name I do want to mention, Trevor McManus. That dude led some laps, and he knows how to draft. And I don't know if he's in the Cup Series. I hope not, because I don't want to be chasing him around all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he's going to run a couple of races. I'm not sure if he has a full-time ride, but for sure we're going to see him up there in a couple of races.
Right. So let's just keep on moving right along. Very excited about these new guys coming in. Thank them for coming in, giving ECR a chance. I know the off season is kind of a playground to kind of let some steam loose, but they will understand more, and I think they're already seeing it. When we get to it's down to business, it's down to business. We run green flag laps,
Absolutely.
And I think that they understand that what was going on in the off season was just kind of fun, and now it's time to get serious, and we're gonna put on some great shows 3 nights a week. So let's move right into broadcasting. Actually, let's go right on to Monday night Xfinity. We have ARAN. Let me find them here. Nick Golias, I believe you are the owner of ARAN Broadcasting?
Jeremy both own
CEO.
it. Yeah, I'm the CEO.
Okay.
President, CEO, whatever you want to call it.
So, anybody that's listening to our podcast, go check out ARAN Broadcasting. They're going to take care of our Xfinity on Monday nights. Looking forward to them. Jeremy Rubin, Nick Golias, John Cottle. Heck of a show. A lot of fun. They have fun up in the booth. Give me a quick minute of what you think about this partnership with ECR and ARAN this year.
I absolutely loved doing it last year, and we absolutely wanted to do it again this year. We had a lot of fun. We didn't get to do our favorite segment, which is the lap around towards the end of the season last year, but that is going to make a comeback this year. We're going to be real pleased to be able to take everyone on a virtual lap of the track each and every week, and I can't wait to see some of this racing, and especially here at Daytona. I have seen nothing but some of the best racing so far out of the Xfinity Series at Daytona, and it's going to be a lot of fun to broadcast. I can't wait till Monday night. I really can't.
Absolutely. Well, for me and probably everybody else, we really appreciate you guys stepping up broadcasting. You guys are a lot of fun to listen to. We love going back and watching. It's a really good time. You guys bring a lot of enthusiasm to. Thank you. Let's move right on into the Cup Series. Man, okay, first off, I do got to apologize. Anybody that's watching, yes, this looks like a total catastrophe of what I'm doing. We will sharpen this up. We will make this look better. So
I think it looks absolutely beautiful.
You would, Kenner. Okay, so Tuesday night's our Cup Series. This is where we bring it. You have your truck, which is kind of your entry level. We have a lot of good guys down there. I mean, well, everybody's good. We got our Xfinity on Monday, but this is our elite. This is the Comme de Gras, whatever you want to say it, the holy grail of ECR racing. Max Speed TV is doing our races this year. Rudy is a very seasoned broadcaster. He brings a lot of good tools to broadcasting. We are excited to have him partnered up with us on Tuesday nights for our Elite. This just makes a great, great thing. So anybody that's able to watch on Tuesday nights, please, we encourage you. You want to see a good show? Guaranteed. Tuesday nights, Max Speed TV, 9 o'clock. Or is it 9:30? Help me out real quick.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Check us out.
It will be earlier this week.
Oh, yes. Good call, Nick. Thank you. That's why we have you here. You bring the brains. Earlier, we're running 500 miles. That's 200 laps of Daytona. That's going to be a long race. Tune in a little bit earlier. Let's move right on into our truck series. Scotty B. Yeah. That dude, he's a lot of fun. He's got his buddy Josh Sheets up there. And they have people, nice picture of, yeah. When people, they can't continue in the race anymore, they join the broadcast booth. And you want to talk about a hoot, a good time, get your adult beverage, let's have some fun. That is a good time up there in that booth, and that is a really good broadcast. So, thank you, Scotty B. I think Scotty B's new to the league, too. Appreciate you coming on. We look forward to your broadcasts. You've broadcasted some already. You're doing a heck of a job, man. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, we need to give a big shout out to Scott because he started this thing a while ago. He already did a bunch of broadcasts of other stuff, but broadcasting specifically, iRacing, and with all the tools and gadgets that you need to have to be able to broadcast at a professional level, he did that jump in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks in,
I'm impressed with that.
Found information, tested out, got what he needed, understood how to make it work, and he's now broadcasting at a very, very, very high level. Nothing but compliments to what he's doing, and he's getting more and more comfortable. Now he's going to be driving as well. He got a wheel, he got a set of pedals, he's all pumped up to be racing with. So it's going to be fun, and the more that he gets involved with everybody else, this thing's going to grow. He's already hitting a very, very, very good number of guys just by broadcasting practice races. Imagine when we go live next Wednesday with a real 40, 30 something cars at Daytona going side by side on an actual points race. This thing is going to explode.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and move right into wrapping up this podcast. It's a lot of fun. I know it looks a little discombobulated, however you want to say it, dysfunctional. That's how we roll. We're a family, whatever. But the bottom line is we're going to be bringing this podcast to you, trying to do it 9 o'clock Thursday nights, wrap up the past week, look forward to the next week, put on a little bit cleaner. But this is episode 1, and we're having a great time, aren't we?
Oh, you got that right?
All right, that's great. Okay, so I want to hear Luis. Quick final thoughts. We're moving into the Daytona 500. We have a great league going on. We got a lot of different, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday trucks, Xfinity, a lot of fun. Give me a final thought on what you think this league, the direction we're going.
I think this week we're going to see what 3 months of extremely hard work and dedication can provide. I think this week, everybody else that joined, everybody that is new to iRacers, new to ECR, and it's been telling us that they're impressed with the product, with the quality of the product, they haven't seen anything yet. Because it's one thing being an off season when everybody's laughing, everybody's enjoying it. And if something goes wrong, that's fine. It's just a practice, nothing, no big deal. The level of intensity that these guys bring every race, no matter what it is, it's on a different level. So I think a lot of the people are going to come in this week like with the same attitude as preseason, and then all of a sudden they're going to see, oh my God, what did I get myself into? I thought these guys were just having fun. Now that this thing is for real, wow, I better bring my A game, otherwise I'm not going to be hanging around this pack. They're going to leave me behind. And this is just going to make a terrific show. for everybody watching the races, everybody driving. We're gonna have full fields fighting for a win. No matter where you're starting in this league with this caliber of drivers, anybody can win. And this is just amazing for everybody watching because you never know what's going to happen. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be an awesome season. Everybody understands what we're trying to accomplish, which is awesome. And for me, the most important thing, people are checking their egos at the door. No one's coming into this thing with, you know what? I have 750,000 wins on official races. I'm the man. I can dominate. You guys are nothing. If that's your attitude, you're not at ECR. You're not going to be here for long. So,
absolutely. Well, we definitely we appreciate you, Luis. I'm honored to call you a friend. I mean, we've had a good time here lately. I really appreciate you. If anybody's listening, you need a car painted, go check out Jaws Graphics. This man throws paints together faster than you can count. I guarantee you that. Guaranteed.
Thanks, brother.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for sponsoring the Cup Series, Jaws Graphics Cup Series. That's going to be awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, Nick Golias. Let's hear your final thoughts leading into whatever, the season, the race. What you think about right now, man?
I'm trying to get my head right for Tuesday, really. You know, I got the broadcast on my mind. Want to make sure we get that off well, and I don't think we'll really have a problem there. I'm more worried about getting that car home in one piece on Tuesday night. Doing a good job for the sponsors. I got Napa on board this week, thanks to Nick Olson. Got a deal for that to run that sponsor. Normally we'll have Air Force and Drive to End Hunger, but it's just a matter of getting to the finish. I think there's a good car. We got a good car under us. And, you know, I've always taken the saying from Days of Thunder, and it's got to be my favorite movie when it comes to racing, but I always take the saying, you got to finish. You must first finish to be able to finish first.
Wow. You know what? If I wasn't having an adult beverage, I would totally understand what that means. I appreciate that.
Hey, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead, Kenner. Yeah.
Yeah.
We only hear that about 100 times a night, so. All right. Check out ARAN. Thank you, Nick. Johnson Truck Lines. Thank you so much, Nicole, for sponsoring the Xfinity Series. We look forward in ECR to putting on a great series. So check them out, ARAN. Let's move on. Michael Kenner, would you feel free to tell me what your daytime set is all about, or are you going to keep that a secret? Because I know you're fast daytime at Daytona.
It's just all you other guys were slow, so you didn't make your car slow. And we'll go. We got a good car. I know Luis is fast. I'll tell you, I'm not just because the car was fast on that race. That don't mean anything, man. I mean, everybody's doing their homework. I'm glad I went up there. I wanted to win that race bad, John. And I mean, all you guys know how. I wanted to win that race bad. I thank Luis for putting all that stuff on, and I was driving my guts out. I was too there, and but like I said, I've been thinking. I mean, all you guys everybody had time to do their homework now. So come 500, I'm still not comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going to be able to run up through and do all that stuff. It's a totally different day, long race, but I'm ready for it, man. I'm not kidding.
Well, Kenner, we can't thank you enough for what you do with Hell Yeah Broadcasting, where you actually go inside your car and you do races. I mean, people can log on. You have a great time racing. We appreciate you. We appreciate you sponsoring the Hub. We appreciate you sponsoring the Daytona 500 with your broadcasting channel. And we know what that little extra incentive is. And, man, we are a family, and we will stick together, man. We appreciate you a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. And that was so evident. I don't know if some of you guys know the ECR like I do. I mean, it is a family. When I first came into the league, it was, they accepted me. I had to do everything that everybody else had to do. Earn my keep, I guess you could say. And you guys threw on a great race back there in Michigan. for some autism awareness, and then the things happened, and the whole ECR was behind me 100%. I mean, I know this more than anyone, and I couldn't thank them enough, and I am never leaving the ECR. That's no joke, man. I mean, it mean a lot to me. It is a family. You see that hashtag ECR family, hashtag ECR strong? That's the truth right there, and I know that.
Absolutely, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you, and we thank you for all you do. And we want to thank, I hope, is it the Rug Rack that sponsored? Yep. It is? Yep. Okay, 10-4. We want to thank the Rug Rack for sponsoring the truck series, and we also want to thank Scotty B for stepping up broadcasting. I hope that covers all of our sponsors and our broadcasters and everything. So let me just do this, and then I'll move right into final thoughts, and we're done. I want to take a big thank you to Anthony Fitchner. He is our league president, league owner. He does so much behind the scenes. We really appreciate you for what you do. Greg Mathis, Todd McDuffie, Jai, you guys, awesome admins. Aaron Berge, Nicole Johnson, she has been busting her butt lately with getting everything for websites and everything. We appreciate all of you admins, everybody. Thank you so much for letting us put this on. Final thoughts is, thanks for checking out this podcast. We hope to continue to do this every Thursday night. Again, sorry for if it's dysfunctional, but we're looking forward to it. I'm going to do this real quick. Nick, pick a winner. Daytona 500. Who you got?
Ours or Sunday?
Both. Oh, crazy.
Okay, both?
Yeah.
Both, real quick.
Chase Elliott and myself.
Okay, Kenner, who you got?
Who did you ask me, John?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, I gotta say Kurt Busch for Sunday. For Tuesday, boy, it's gonna be an underdog. Comes up through there, an underdog. Boy, I don't know, but I think it's gonna be an underdog. It's not gonna be somebody you think.
Pick somebody. Just throw a name out there.
Mark Bratcher. Just
Nice pick. Luis, Sunday, Tuesday. Who you got?
Sunday, Horseface, Brad Keselowski.
Okay, hold on. Time out. You're not allowed on this podcast anymore.
Why? His face looks like a bunch of urinals all lined up.
What?
I feel like
I don't know what it is. It's for all the hoopla and attention and stupid stuff that Joey Logano makes, and all the. I think there's 10 times the driver on the other car and the number 2.
All right. Well, who you got for Tuesday?
Tuesday, there's one guy that I'm keeping my eye on, and I don't want to leave him like unattended. Like I don't want to lose him.
Throw him out there.
At any point.
Throw him out there.
The 07, John Cuttle.
Ooh, nice pick. He's fast. Him and Justin Bland were really fast, so we're looking forward to that. I'm going to tell you right now, Sunday is my man Dale Jr. I will never leave you hanging. Every single race I will pick you to win. And Tuesday, this man, he is good at drafting. He is good at laying low. He will surprise you when you least expect it. And he's got a whole brand new setup. This man's coming to the front, and he ain't playing games this year, and his name is Ken Worley. That's my pick. That's the Daytona 500 ECR champion.
Get the party porch out.
All right. That was a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody for coming and watching the ECR podcast. This was episode 1. We'll be moving on. Episode 2 next Thursday night, 9 o'clock. I'm your host, John Schweikart. We appreciate you guys stopping by, and thank you. Peace.